Well, I'm Brandon Borgell, the Director of Sales and Marketing with Speakeasy here in San Francisco. Enjoying some time here at the Craft Brewers Conference, the hometown brew, so we're excited to be hosting. It was kind of interesting at the keynote speech. Tom McCormick, the head of the California Small Brewers Association, made a comment about every time he comes to the CBC or any Brewers Association events, it feels like a family reunion. There's always that sense of sort of like we're in this together, a banding together of craft breweries to sort of grow as a segment of the market rather than just growing as individual brands. Obviously everybody wants to grow their own business and their own cash flow, but there's that sense of community that we want to grow the market share against the bigger breweries. We want to grow our market share of the craft brewery column itself. So that's where we all kind of band together. And the entire craft brewing community is still only 5% beer market share, and when you look at 95 shares still going to these mega breweries, that's who we want to compete with, not each other. So if we can get craft brewing to 10% even, that's the goal for all of us.
I'm Tim Stevens. I work at Uncle Billy's on Barton Springs in Austin, Texas. We are going through this thing in Austin right now, or in Texas I should say. It's HB 660, which is a House bill to allow brew pubs such as ourselves to distribute beer. In the state of Texas, you cannot distribute beer if you are a brew pub. If you're a production brewer, you can, but you can't sell in your facility. We can sell in our facility, but we cannot distribute it out. So I'm here to try to, promote that and get craft breweries so it's accessible for anybody in Texas. And that's one of my passions. I love it. I love drinking beer. I love eating food, drinking beer,
My name is Pamela Brulat, and I own Icicle Brewing Company in Leavenworth, Washington. It is exciting to be a woman in the industry because a lot of women are beginning to become interested in the beer industry. And we have a Pink Boots Society meeting tomorrow, which I'll get to meet with like-minded female beer aficionados in the industry, ranging from brewers and brewery owners, marketers, anyone who's in the beer industry.
The craft beer industry is awesome. It's demonstrated here. We're all at work right now. But when Ninkasi's been around, we're in our 5th year. Ninkasi, of course, is the Sumerian goddess of fermentation. The ancients believed strongly in fermenting, and written language and civilization sort of sprung up around the need to protect recipes and preserve recipes and not lose any knowledge. So hippie stuff from Eugene, people would say. But yeah, beer's been a huge part of my life. I have craft brewing in my family in the East Coast. Grew up in Chico, California, so there's obviously some homage due there from coming up in Ken's territory.
My name's Andrew Yeager. I plan on opening a brewery called Anomaly Craft Ales. Right now I'm a student at the UC Davis Extension Master Brewers Program. You're here at the Craft Brewers Conference with us. You see everybody's a big family, only slightly better because the whole family has the same interest of brewing beer. It's just a great thing to be a part of.
Steve Shapiro with Beer by Barton, a website in the San Francisco Bay Area. Along with my wife, we created this website to allow people to find all the great craft beer venues in the Bay Area without having to drive a car. Every town, they become proud of their beer because it is local, it is homegrown, it's homemade by the people who live there, and it's something that really is a source of pride. So our goal is to help people get there and find it safely, enjoy it, and get home again to do it again the next day.
My name's Jess Robertson, and I'm from Smutty Nose Brewing Company. We're a regional craft brewery in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. We were founded in 1994. The owner's actually originally from the West Coast. Brew pubs were getting huge out in this part of the country, and they hadn't really moved their way to the East Coast. And Peter Eggleston, my boss and the owner of Smutty Nose Brewing Company, and his sister Janet Eggleston really took that concept and, along with a few others that were doing it at the time, and really brought that out to the East Coast.
I'm Rich DiLibretto. I'm from the Round Guys Brewing Company in Pipersville, PA. actually a brewery and startup, and we're going to be located in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. It's a lot of fun, and you know, from being a startup, you know, we're hoping for this industry to keep growing, and for us to, you know, just be part of that.
I'm Troy Birch from Taps Beer Magazine. We're a Canadian publication, an international beer magazine. We print 10,000 issues 4 times a year. We're a quarterly publication based out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And we cover international beer news with a Canadian flair. We're here to meet a bunch of vendors for the Canadian Brewing Awards, which we own. We operate out of Toronto. So we're going to be meeting a bunch of the vendors here in the trade show and get some contacts and work on building our Brewing Awards.
My name is Zach Davis, and I'm the Western Regional Sales Manager for Schmaltz Brewing Company. Beers, we do all the Hebrew beers, our line of extreme Jewish ales, and our Coney Island craft lagers, which is a line of craft brewed lagers brewed in conjunction with the Coney Island Circus Sideshow out in New York. So take a look, keep an eye out, and look for us on the app.